personal development,
books for couples. Now, what does that mean? The thing I took away is my relationship to what money really is, right? So we think of it as these dollars, these numbers that are in a bank, but what is money really? Money is an expression of value. So instead of thinking of money as decreasing or increasing from this bank account in the cloud somewhere, it's actually, where am I exchanging value?
So today's the day. We will be on stage right before Tony Robbins. Rehearsals were amazing. And I want to talk to you because this isn't just something that we can do. This comes from a clear intention. From the things that we are reading, we implement them. We implement the mindset philosophies. We have a clear focus. And every single day we're taking small actions. This did not happen overnight. This came from several small actions over time, consistency, and believing that it was possible. And you can do that too.
Secrets of the Millionaire Mind. This was probably the very first and most influential book for Jocelyn and I, as we were getting our lives together, bringing two into one, if you will. And it showed us about buckets, about how to allocate our funds financially into buckets for freedom, for fun, for expenses, for long-term savings, all these different things, giving. And what it did is gave us the freedom to really allocate, to attract, and to know where our funds are going. Game changer.
What I learned from Secrets of the Millionaire Mind is that I had past stories about money. I grew up believing that money was scarce, hard to earn, all these limiting beliefs around money, and that carried forward even as I got a job and then as I became an entrepreneur. And that's so important for us to see, is what are those stories we have from our past about our money, and do those stories serve us now?
So what a perfect place, look at the lake, to talk about our next book of what's going to have you grow, not only individually and personally, but in your relationship. Then the big leap. Look, the fish. There's all kinds of fishes out there. So why the big leap? This was so crucial in Zone of Genius. Now, what do I mean by Zone of Genius? Well, why don't you read the book? But basically, we can live in different areas of our life in zone of incompetence, competence, excellence, which is where a lot of people stay because they produce results, they're really good at that area, and yet it's just missing that juice. It's missing that actual fulfillment and satisfaction. So Zone of Genius, when you can live in, find and discover your zone of genius, that is when things get really exciting.
We all have hidden fears. So we have these dreams, maybe a new career, a new business, a relationship, and then our fears come up, but often they're subconscious or we aren't aware of them. And he talks about a principle called upper limiting yourself, which is where things are getting so good, maybe your business is taking off, your relationship is taking off, and all of a sudden our brain subconsciously goes, oh, this is getting too good. I need to sabotage this somehow because my identity only knows it to be this good. And so we take it down, we sabotage. So when you know about upper limiting, you can notice when you're in a great relationship, you start a fight, right? And that's upper limiting. That's you going, this is getting too good. I need to sabotage this right now. Or in your business. So look for those places and your world will change.
So yes, you may be looking at this video and saying, is he on a plane? Yes, we just arrived in Boston, and what I thought about is this topic of talking about personal development and books that grow you individually and as a couple. What a better place than on a plane? What do people do most of the time? Read books. So, the next book that made a big difference for Jocelyn and I in our relationship and partnership, and I promise this is not self-serving, is our own book. So, The New Power Couple. And one of the reasons why this has been so impactful is it's literally the things we take on in our life. And so a couple of points from it. Building your belief. Why is that so important? Because if you want new results, yes, you can take new actions, but where do actions come from? Belief. What is your belief? And knowing that is really powerful to creating new results. What else? Overcoming fear. What if I told you there was only 2 actual fears that we're born with? The rest of them are made up. Imagine walking around in life without fear. Fear is an illusion. And lastly, your vision. So creating your vision statement. Now, businesses that are successful, they have vision statements. Why? Because they know where they're going. When things happen, when the economy turns, when the market's not the same, they can actually use that to keep on getting them where they're going. But partnerships, do you know what your partnership vision is? If not, so when turmoil comes up, when arguments happen, how do you know how to use that to grow your relationship?
We truly believe in the power of reading together as a couple, and there are so many books that are incredible to support what you desire to grow in: money, spirituality, intimacy, mindset, and there are so many books that are out there. Find something to read together as a couple and watch your world unfold.